How to make flatbread in a cast iron skillet. Are you curious about how to whip up delicious flatbread right in your kitchen? Making flatbread in a cast iron skillet is not only simple but also a great way to enjoy healthy and wholesome meals. Let's get started with the details you need to know. First, gather your basic ingredients. You will need flour, salt, and a leavening agent like baking powder or yeast. For a healthier twist, consider using whole wheat or ancient grain flours. These options are packed with fiber and nutrients. You can also add herbs or spices to boost the flavor without adding extra salt or sugar. Now let's move on to the preparation steps. Start by mixing your dry ingredients. In a large bowl, combine the flour, salt, and any herbs or spices you want to include. In a separate bowl, mix your wet ingredients. This could be water, non-dairy milk, or olive oil. Next, combine the wet and dry ingredients. Gradually add the wet mixture to the dry ingredients and stir until a dough forms. If you are using yeast, make sure the water is warm but not boiling to keep the yeast alive. Once your dough is formed, it's time to knead it. If you are making a yeast-based dough, knead it for about 7 to 8 minutes to develop elasticity. If you are using a no-yeast recipe, kneading will be minimal. After kneading, let the dough rest. If using yeast, place it in a warm area until it doubles in size. For no-yeast recipes, a rest of about 10 minutes is usually sufficient. Once your dough is ready, divide it into equal portions. Roll each portion into a ball and then flatten it into a disc shape. Now, let's heat the skillet. Preheat your cast iron skillet over medium heat and add a small amount of olive oil. Now comes the fun part, cooking the flatbread. Place one of the flattened discs in the skillet and cook for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. You want it to be nicely browned and bubbly. From a health and healing foods perspective, using whole grains and keeping the process simple makes flatbread a nutritious addition to your meals. Adding herbs and spices not only enhances the flavor but can also provide health benefits. For example, rosemary and thyme are known for their antioxidant properties, while garlic can support your immune system. You can use flatbread in many ways. It makes a great base for Mediterranean-style salads, avocado toast, or as a wrap for lean meats and fresh vegetables. Feel free to experiment with different herbs and spices to create unique flavors that suit your taste. By following these steps, you can enjoy homemade flatbread that is both delicious and nutritious, all made in your own kitchen. Happy cooking!